All right, so this is chapter 6, and we're doing LIFO FIFO weighted average. So I'm going to do problems 15, 16, and 17, pretty much. So, or 16 through 18, maybe. So, what we want to do is we have these different purchases and sales, and we want to figure out what our ending balance is and what the cost of inventory is for each one. So, for 16, the question was, let's go ahead and figure out what our costs are and our inventory using the FIFO method. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Excel here. So for our first sale, we have 12 that we are going to sell. It doesn't say how much we sold them for, so we don't have to record any of that. But let's just go ahead and figure out what our costs were for that. So if we sell 12 and it was $60, our cost of goods sold is $720. Now, what we have left in our inventory, we started out with 22, is we have, 22, not 2. We have 10, and they are at $60, so we have left 600 sitting in our inventory. So let me see if I can move this over here. For the second one, we purchased an additional 25 at $81. So we have an additional $2,025 in inventory. So then on the 17th, we have a sale of 25. So what I'm going to do is we have 25 here. And again, I'm using FIFO. So I need to take my first 10. So let's do this. We have 25 over here. Take my first 10 at 60 just to get rid of this. So that's now 0. Well, I still have 15 I need to account for. And it's going to be at the $81. So now instead of 25 here, I just use 15, I have 10. So my cost of goods sold there was $18.15, and I still have 810 left. And then I had another sale of 5, and that's going to be at the 81. So I don't have 10 anymore, I have 5. So my cost is going to be my inventory is going to be $405 left, and I have $405 for my cost of goods sold there. Okay, so that's the first one. Now let's go ahead and do the same problem using LIFO. So I began my inventory at, I had 22 at $60 each. So $13.20. Now my first sale is I sell 12, and they all have to come from the same thing. Let me move this over a little bit. Okay. All right, so our cost was 720. Well, then I don't have 22 left here. I have 22 minus the 10, or excuse me, the 12 that I just sold. So I have 10. Now I make another purchase of 25 at the $81. So for my sale there, oops, maybe, I'm sorry, I should do this over here. There we go. So this is our inventory. So we have 26.25 here. So then I have another sale of 25. Well, let's put it up here so you can see it. Move it over a little bit. So if we're using LIFO, we're going to use the newest one that we just purchased. So it's going to be all 25 of the $80 ones that we just used. Okay, so now we're left with 0 here. So cost of goods sold there was $20.25, and I have $600 left in my inventory. And then I sell another 5, and that's got to come from here. So that's my 60. So cost of goods sold there was 300. I don't have 10 there anymore. I have 5. Okay, so that will be our LIFO. Now, finally, I'm going to do weighted average. So again, I'm going to start with my inventory here, 22.60. Okay, and I sell 12, and we only have 1 to choose from, so it's got to be 60. Oops, I did this again. Let me move it over 1 so they don't run into each other. Okay, so I don't have 22 anymore. I have 10. And then I purchase another 25 at $81. So my weighted average, I've got 35 units at a total cost of $26.25. So my weighted average is $75. So when I sell 25, it's going to be at $75. So my cost of goods sold is going to be $18.75. Now, I don't have 35 anymore. I have 10, and they're at $75. Okay, so that's what I'm left with. And then I have another sale of 5, same weighted average it was before, $75, because we haven't purchased any more. So cost of goods sold there is $375. And I don't have 10 anymore. I have 5. So my inventory is going to be $375. Now you're going to have to reweigh this every time you sell or make a purchase so that you have the correct weighted average for this, okay?